Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cruising Israel. I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm Max.
Max, I figured we'd open up the show this week with paying a visit to the cutest little ducklings way up in the north in Israel.
Ducklings, huh?
Ducklings. We'll learn all about their stages of development, the life cycle of a duck. Could be
There's
interesting.
so many things I don't know about ducks.
Me too, Max, and maybe we'll be in for a little surprise at the end.
Cool. Sounds interesting. Let's check it out.
Today we're going to go check out a place that teaches visitors all about the life cycle of a duck. So let's go check out Kfar HaBarvazim. The miracle of birth is one of the most fascinating occurrences on this planet. Oh my goodness, look at this egg. Wow, he just wants to get out of there. Here at the duck farm, not only do visitors get to witness this miracle, but learn all about their stages of development. So these chicks must be only a couple of days old, right?
No,
So
just
tiny.
1 or 2 days old.
Wow.
They just came out of the egg.
Groups of all ages come to experience it all firsthand and learn something new about these mesmerizingly adorable creatures along the way.
So we show the people the stage of all the developing of the duckling inside the egg and outside when they grow up.
Activities like collecting the freshly laid eggs and bringing them to the incubator allows for a hands-on tour, fully demonstrating what the farm is all about. He looks very comfortable in your hand, so let me try to pick one up.
Cool.
Why are they all bundled up together like this? There must be like 20 ducks on top of each other,
First of
seeking
all,
warmth.
yeah,
maybe?
it's warmer that way. And they are, as you say, socializing.
Since these ducklings don't have a mother figure to lead the way, they trust each other to keep warm, experiencing these first moments of life together as a group. I see this duck still has a piece of an eggshell attached to him, and the other ones are trying to rip it off.
Later on it will fall.
He's loud. What you squeaking about?
Senses he's in immediate danger.
He's not in danger, Max. Anyway, we came here to learn about the life cycle of a duck. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's go.
Okay.
What happens here in this room?
This room is a hatchery. Over here we are replacing, let's say, the mother duck who is laying over the eggs. That hatchery, we give all the environment which the egg need in order that the chick will develop inside it.
The hatchery is set to 37 degrees Celsius and rotates the eggs on a cycle so the duckling won't get stuck to one side. I think I hear some chirping coming from here.
Yes, later
Where's it
on
coming
we'll
from?
discuss it. Okay, now we'll dark the room, we'll close the light.
Okay.
Here's an egg after about 10 days, 8 to 10 days in the hatchery. We can see that the color of the egg had changed, it come red.
He then brought out a more mature egg that was in the hatchery for a couple of weeks longer. So this is supposed to hatch any day now, right?
In 2 days, it just
in 2 days.
start to break the shell.
And if you hold them to your ears and listen really carefully, you can hear the faint sound of the duckling chirping inside. Oh, I can hear him chirping. I can hear this guy chirping. He's ready to hatch soon. Is it better for them to hatch in the winter time or in the summertime? Or does it matter because of the temperature, the difference?
Over here it doesn't matter. But in nature, usually it happens in springtime.
Let's see if we could see an egg that's ready to hatch. How long will it take until he comes out?
A few minutes.
Wow. I'm so happy we're here to witness this. Wow. Watching the duckling make his way out of the egg was definitely a surreal experience. Wow, we just... Hey, and we have a head.
And we say, Mazal Tov!
Yay! Hello, welcome to the world. Max, wasn't that such a cool experience? I mean, seeing the little duckling come to life like that.
Yeah, I'd only seen that on TV, so
Yeah.
it was cool to film it, and you even got to hold the egg.
Yeah,
really
you heard
cool.
the chirping from inside the egg. It was really cool. Definitely a first for me. Anyway, I figured the next thing we do today is participate in a masterclass, a candy masterclass. Have you ever wondered what candy is made out of?
Yeah, so you actually are going to be making the candy?
Today we're going to find out what it's made out of, how to make it,
Cool.
how long it takes.
Where does this happen?
Just a 5-minute drive from Tel Aviv, so.
Let's
it'll be
go.
nice. There are so many ways to satisfy your sweet tooth here in Israel. And on the show, we've been to countless bakeries and chocolate shops, but let's not forget candy making. Today we're here to visit Lollipop Candy Shop. It even has a ring to it. The art of candy making appeals to pretty much anyone with a sweet tooth. And at Lollipop, everyone gets a hands-on experience. Wow, does that smell good. The masterclass is run by couple Igor and Katerina, professional confectionists who recently immigrated to Israel and wanted to continue working in this specialized field.
We started to think, what can we do actually from our own, what can we start up here, start up country, right?
With a background in the food business, Igor and Katerina decided to take a candy making course in Europe and bring their skills to Israel.
We learned the technique and now, we brought it here. After half a year of Ulpan, we decided to open this kind of confectionery.
First, it was time to put on the proper candy making attire.
Great, I'm trying to make a nice bow. And safety rules, not to touch candy before I allow you to do that, not to try to taste the hot candy. Don't try
worry,
to.
I won't. Is there a term for a professional candy maker?
Caramelier, actually.
Caramelier?
Caramelier.
Let's get started. We started out by boiling sugar, water, and glucose syrup. Once it was ready, we poured it onto the marble table to cool off.
Now we'll try to guess the color's origin. I think the most interesting part. Everything we're using here is natural, so colors are also made from something that you can find in nature.
So no artificial coloring
no,
whatsoever?
No additives, no preservatives. Try
That
what is orange.
does not smell sweet.
Yeah, it's not.
Let me have another whiff. Paprika?
Paprika, well done.
Paprika.
Yeah, this is paprika.
Wow, it's
What do you
surprising that you're
all-
putting this in candy.
Okay, brown, let's try. It's something sweet that we all eat every day.
Coffee.
Is coffee sweet?
Brown sugar.
Sugar, well done.
These ingredients are added just to color the candy, but the flavor of each mixture is the same, a raspberry flavoring. Now you
And-
add the citric acid into all of the flavors?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it really tasty. Yeah, a bit sourness will give our candy very tasty taste. Purple all over the world is made from berries. And
Sour.
this is not berries. This is something, a vegetable, which we all also eat very often, but we all know it in another color. Originally, it's orange.
Pumpkin?
Vegetable.
Carrot!
Carrot, very good. Cold enough to work with it, you see. You need it to be flexible, but already not too hot to be available to work with it. So we can move now to the next table.
It's nice and warm.
And now we are mixing them like a dough, to receive even color. Because the air enters into the candy, into the structure, and it makes any color lighter and whiter.
So we're gonna do this with each color. I know you told me not to eat the hot candy, but I'm kind of getting tempted to because it smells good, it looks good. Is this a star? How do you like my star, Max?
To make lollipops, we need 3 pieces or a bit more, just different colors. To stick them together using a little bit of water. Water works like a glue with the hot candy. Now we can roll it. This is how it becomes a candy cane, anything, you can make a lollipop, things like this. This is how you receive just a round lollipop.
Wow.
And then you can make your own shape. For example, if you want to make a flower, how do we do that? Flat hand on it, some ball pen, spatula goes inside. Yeah, push a bit and turn around. Push and turn. Give a flower.
Wow, I can't believe how simple this was.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So now we're gonna make small candies with the picture inside. It's gonna be orange picture inside a very small candy. We need to construct first this kind of big triangle. And to divide the triangles between each other, we are using the white peel and we will wrap it. Now you will need to stretch it up with me like this, both hands, palm of your hand. I'm pulling my way and you pull your way, yeah? Just gently, a couple of times, yeah? Pick it up and cut like this. Now we have, you see, 6 triangles, just like with the real orange. You're gonna stick them together, making a circle like this. Then it's around, okay?
So you have to be super focused when you're making these
Yeah,
candies.
all the
you
time.
can't daydream even for 5 seconds because it will harden or... All right, I think it's round.
Okay,
Good job.
great. Now we can put it into the peel. Go ahead. Keep it round. Go ahead. Bon appetit.
Yum!
These kosher, all-natural and customizable sweets are craved by not only Israelis, but by candy lovers all over the world.
We sent to Sweden, Australia, London, everywhere. They want their candy to be customized and the sticker, and it all becomes in a very nice jar packaging. It's made in Israel, it's kosher, lemehadrin, and it's very, you know, for everyone.
How yummy were those candies?
Tasty, and it was so
So
cool
tasty.
to see how they make the different flavors and the swirls
And we got
everything.
so much to take home. I have one in my office, one in my bedroom.
That's delicious. You know, speaking of that, I could go for a bite. Now, I know you're a fan of fish. You're a fish-loving gal.
I love fish.
Many different kinds, many different techniques.
Smoked fish, sauteed, roasted, anything, fried.
And here, right out of the Mediterranean Sea, we get some of the freshest fish. And in Jerusalem, there's one place that's known for serving up some really innovative fish dishes.
Take me there, Max.
Cool, let's go.
Chances are, if you've been to Jerusalem, you've heard of Mamila Avenue, the open-air, upscale shopping center, which is also home to Mamila Hotel with an outstanding restaurant.
Mamila Avenue is lined by 140 trendy shops, galleries, pampering hotels, and some fine dining restaurants. Here you'll find tourists from all over the world strolling around, all while being in very close proximity to Jerusalem's main attractions.
Today we're going to visit a gourmet fish bistro, Happy Fish, a perfect place to enjoy a delicious meal where fish is the center of attention.
אין על הדג הזה, אין.
There's a handful of places where you'll find the freshest fish of the sea with the widest variety. And at this Mediterranean-inspired eatery, we're going to eat our way through the menu made by the chef who has the most experience with fish.
My specialty really is in fish. That's why we open here the Happy Fish.
Chef Kobe spent his childhood eating the traditional Turkish dishes made by his mother, and today those classic flavors and techniques are reflected in the menu, but with a modern twist.
What I'm trying to do here in Mamila Hotel is to combine my flavors from home together with modern cuisine.
This display of salads and all these different colors and flavors is just amazing.
Thank you very much.
Each and every meal at Happy Fish begins with a selection of small but plentiful salads, featuring a wide variety of flavors.
Everything for the palate is delicious. You know, I love it when I have all this variety of salads.
I really love the salad. It's so varied, and I like all that you can have a bite from everything and taste a lot of flavors.
Many colors, many tastes, and a real pleasure.
Let's start from the dish that we cooked before in the kitchen.
Okay.
Chunks of grouper that's seared in olive oil and in shawarma.
Yeah, it has the shawarma spices, right?
Yeah, exactly. The shawarma spices with the cinnamon, and on top we have herbal salads, mint, parsley, and coriander. This one is a takeoff for zaganaki. Zaganaki is a crispy feta. It's a deep fried feta with tomato confit.
Wow, very tasty. You could taste the sweetness combined with the saltiness of the feta cheese. Perfectly cooked.
You must try the ceviche.
It's too much to choose from.
It's fresh fish with cucumbers, Kalamata olives, and sumac.
So no matter what kind of fish dish you're craving, Happy Fish has something fresh for everyone to enjoy.
You know, one of the cool things about Tel Aviv is there's so much going on. The place is growing all the time. You got cranes all over the city, putting up new buildings. But what about
such a fun place to live.
its humble origins as a brand new community way back?
Well, Tel Aviv is older than the country itself.
That's very true. And there's a museum that's been dedicated to some of the people who helped found Tel Aviv and get it to where it is today.
Really? I'd love to learn about that.
Okay, well, I know a place that's doing that all day long.
What's
we
the
want
name?
to pay them a visit. It's the Herzl Lillenblum Museum.
Let's go.
Cool.
The city of Tel Aviv is known for its trendy cafes and its booming nightlife, but the cosmopolitan city wasn't always such an attraction. Today we're going to embark on a journey through time in one of Tel Aviv's first ever buildings to explore the early years of the city and about the bank that made it all happen. This is the Herzl Lillenblum Museum. The story of Tel Aviv begins a little over a century ago, in the early 20th century. While today you may hear it referred to as Israel's city that never sleeps, the White City, or the culinary capital, it started out as little more than a sandy beach. Can you believe it? 1924 on Allenby Street, one of the most popular streets in the city. Here you could see camels crossing the road and nothing but one building. The museum portrays Tel Aviv's economic history as well as its evolution by using cool original video clips and showcasing some historic items.
It was here in 1948, on the 14th of May to be exact, that Ben Gurion will declare the founding of the State of Israel. And the city of Tel Aviv will rejoice.
After a long restoration process, visitors can now view the building just as it once was, with its original fixtures.
The story begins in Jaffa. The Jews were living in Jaffa. The situation was very, very bad. They want to change their situation. A young man by the name Variakiva Weiss came to Israel from Russia in 1906. He arranged a group by the name of Bonei Batim in Hebrew, which means the men who build the houses. And later, Achuzat Bait, the foundation, and later Tel Aviv.
In 1909, Aryeh bought a large plot of land in Tel Aviv on which he constructed 66 buildings. Today, this museum is housed in one of the original 66 structures.
All the neighborhood become bigger and bigger. And there are many new Jews came from Jaffa to this place. At first, it was only one floor. In 1925, he added 2 more floors. The first floor and the second floor were rented to various businesses.
Over the years, the building has served as a residential building, a hotel, a bank, and much more. But in 1945 and onwards, the building belonged to Discount Bank, one of the leading banks in the country today.
Recanati was the owner of this bank, of Discount Bank, brought it from Italy. It's an Ottomanic safe. The weight is 500 kilos and it's 300 years.
Wow.
It's original and it was a banking safe for jewelry, gold, money, love letters, stamps.
Something like this could last for another 300 years.
Let me show you something else. Very, very nice. Please stay here.
Okay.
take the sign.
Okay. Oh, there I am.
Yes.
What do I have to do?
This is what we call augmented reality. In 2011, 500,000 people went outside the streets and they shouted. It was a protest demonstration.
Hundreds of thousands of protesters took to the streets to protest the rising costs of living, health, and education.
It was very, very expensive, and they want the government to listen and to make something in the financial prices. And it was all over Israel, not only in Tel Aviv. They built a little tent, and they were living in the tent in Rothschild Boulevard, and they wanted change. They wanted the government will do something.
We then went up to the second floor, which displayed present-day banking using advanced technology and a permanent exhibition.
So this is the exhibition, which we call it the stories behind the names of the streets of Tel Aviv. Like Balfour, Rothschild, Max Nordau, King George.
Now I know some of you may not be familiar with these names, but for people living in Tel Aviv, these are major streets many locals use daily.
Balfour was a famous politician from England. He made a declaration in 1917, and he said that the Jews must get a national house in Israel. It was very, very important in those days. It was one of the first, I think the first step to the establishment of Israel.
Taking a look at the street names in the city is also one of the great ways to learn about the city's history.
In the present floor, let's see the transparent machine.
So we're going to see how the ATM machine works.
I take the credit card, you see. I put it down, and now you can see here what is going down. There are 4 doors.
Oh.
2,
That's the sound of money. And here we go.
Half a lira,
What's
10
a lira?
lira, and 5 lira. Lira was the first note of Israel after 1948. Let's see the next machine. We call it in here with check, which means a check note. You can prepare for yourself self-service in 24 seconds and no check. And now here. Only 24 seconds.
So as you can see, it's been a long road since the first branch of Discount Bank was established. After seeing the development of just 69 years, it'll be exciting to see what the future has in store.
Thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Cruising Israel. We love having you with us.
Don't forget to catch us next time as we cruise the country and show you the best Israel has to offer.
Bye.